Hello and welcome back, team, to another live stream. I hope you are all doing well. It is now Friday, the 12th of July, so we have come to the end of another week of trading, which this week has actually been quite a good week of trading, to be honest with you. Okay, we have taken some trades, and we are in some nice profits in. We have taken some nice profits off of one of the trades, okay, and then the other trade that we are in, of course, is this long trade here, which at this moment in time I still haven't taken any profit off of this trade, right? But yeah, it is still in some really nice profits. So in today's video, of course, in today's live stream, sorry, we are going to take a look at what is going on, what we can kind of expect within the price of Bitcoin, any possible trades that we can be looking for in the near to midterm future, and anything else that, of course, you guys want to talk about as well. And of course, don't be shy. Please put anything that you want into the chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have and take a look at anything you want to look at as well. So let's jump in. Before we get started, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. And turn that bell notification on so that you never ever miss another live stream, and then we can jump straight on into it. So taking a look at what is going on right now. As you can see, I am currently in this long trade here, $1,160 approximately in a profit. Okay, this was the long trade that was from the range low. Of course, I gave this to the team in the Discord, and we looked at this in the daily market update as well. That's when we actually entered into the trade. I'm pretty sure it was the daily market update. That's the current long trade that I am in. And the anticipation for this long trade, okay, is actually to see price rise, okay, and come up to the mid-range at around $65,000, okay, or let's say a little bit below that, right? Because, I've been looking at the fixed range here, and I've been looking at the value area low at $62,700. That's where I'd probably take my first TP on the trade, because the last time we tested it, okay, we got a big rejection from it. So this is a level, okay, that yes, if we can get above, right, it's quite bullish. But if we cannot get above this level, it isn't looking too good, right? It isn't looking too good because we can reject from it and we can see price come back down and we can remain in this bearish structure that we are currently in. So that is a very key level, and that is a level in which I am looking to take a TP1 on this long trade that I am currently in. So yeah, for me right now, it's kind of just remaining patient and waiting for that setup to play out. Okay, but whilst I have been remaining patient and waiting for this possible long trade to, this long trade to possibly play out. Okay, I did actually also take a short trade. So I actually took a day short trade, okay? And it is actually still open. So it was an intraday short trade. I still have the trade open, but basically, okay, this was something that I was talking about with the team in the daily market update that I do, yeah, every weekday. Okay, I do a daily market update in the morning. And yeah, this was a setup that we were talking about right here. And this was the short that I took from here. And it was a nice little day trade down. Okay, I have actually taken a TP1 on that trade and then moved that stop loss to entry. It is on another account, that one is. But initially, yes, let's have a look here. So, yeah, basically what we were looking at yesterday for the daily in the daily market update, right, is we were looking at a PDV setup. We also had bullish CVD coming in as well. So for me in the daily market update, I was telling the team that I would actually expect a rise, okay, towards the upside today. Which was yesterday, okay, and that's exactly what we saw, okay, and yeah, in that daily market update, I was looking at this possible setup here, right, where we would come up, take out the high here for that swing value pattern, okay, and then we could see price pull back, and that is exactly what happened. If we take a look at the daily market update here, okay, this is exactly what I was looking for, right? I was looking for price to rise up. Okay, take out this high for that swing failure pattern and then to see price pull back. And that is exactly what we have done. Of course, I've taken a TP1 already on this trade. As you can see here, TP on the short and stop loss is at entry, making it a risk-free trade, right? So yeah, this has been, a really, really nice trade for myself. Again, of course, we were walking through this setup in the daily market update. So, of course, if you want access to, any daily market updates, and if you want access to the Discord, the Visionary Discord, where I do give all of my trades away, then it is the first link in the description, and the free Discord is just that second link in the description as well. But yeah, those are like the two trades that I have taken this week, right? Those are the two trades that I did actually take this week, and yeah, they are playing out quite nicely at this moment in time. But I am still a little bit unsure, okay, and I don't really have the confidence to say where price is going to go, right? Because looking at this broader time frame, right, looking at the 12-hour, okay, in theory, right, what I am viewing here is for price to rise, okay, up to like mid-range. This is something that I would like to see, where from there, if we can get above that, I would like to see range high, which is at all-time high, okay, and this would be, a really big short squeeze up, right, because we do have lots of shorts that have opened up above us, okay, especially in this zone here, between like 61 and 60,000, we have lots of shorts that opened up there, so if we can get into that level, okay, and possibly, get above that level as well, then we know, okay, a lot of short trades that open up here are going to be underwater, they're going to be offside, okay, and they're going to be forced to cover, right? Short trades that have to cover, right, have to buy back into the market, okay, and that's initially what a short squeeze is, okay, because it squeezes all of the shorts out and pushes that price up higher, okay, because of course they have to buy back into the market, right? Now, this is what I would like to see, right? Of course, because I've entered into this long trade, this is what I would like to see. However, I'm not confident on this move where back here, I was confident on this move, right? And of course, if you are a regular watcher, you will know, the context here is very different than it was back here, even though, right, these are pretty much the exact same setups, right? It's literally a failed auction from range low. Okay, back here, what were we looking at back here? We were looking at a failed auction of range low. right? We were looking at that failed auction of range low. However, back here, the context was different because we had lots of shorts at the low. Here, we don't have lots of shorts at the low. This pullback wasn't fueled by shorts, okay? The bid up here, yes, we can say that was fueled by shorts, but okay, as we started to move down, then this price movement down was actually fueled by longs getting wrecked, okay? And we had no new short trades open up down here, okay? We had no new short trades, meaning, okay, that there are no short trades here to cover, right? Which tells me, okay, that there is, not a clear identifiable um, way that price can go, okay, and price can head, okay, because like I said, there's no shorts down here, right? So there are no shorts to cover, okay, which would ultimately mean they buy back into the market, pushing the price higher. Okay, so we don't have that, right? And for me to be confident on price, that price is going to rise, I would have liked to have seen the aggressive shorts at the low. Okay, exactly like we did back here when I took the long trade from this level here, right around like 60. Yeah, no, $59,500 approximately was the long trade from there. Okay, but back here I had confidence in that price was going to rise because we had lots of trap shorts at the low. Right here we don't have that, so the context is a little bit different, and it's a little bit harder to understand what is going to happen here. Okay, it is a little bit harder to understand what is going to happen here. Now, if we zoom in a little bit, okay, we can very clearly view that we are, right, let's just see. Where are we here? Okay, this is quite frustrating. This is the second time this has happened, actually, where my analysis just completely disappears. So the analysis that I did this morning has just now completely disappeared. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, let's move on then. Let's move on and let's just draw it all out again. Okay, so initially, we're still looking at this as like a rising channel. Okay, and we were viewing this back here, right? We took a look at this one back here where we were doing the exact same thing, right? Prices come down, okay? Prices come down into this ascending parallel channel, okay? Where we then form the initial low, okay? We see a rise up to form the high. We then come back down to form a higher low, and then we come back up to form a higher high, right? Price then from there pulls back to form a possible, right? A possible higher low. However, we lose, okay, the low of the range, okay, and we see lower prices, okay. So this is kind of what I'm viewing at this moment in time, that we could see something similar to that, right, where we've done the exact same thing. We've come down, formed the low, come up, formed a high, come down, formed a higher low, and then we've come back up and we've formed a higher high. Okay, we are now pulling back where we could actually pull back to the range low. Okay, and within this as well, we've had this swing failure pattern here of the high, which of course I did short and I am still short on, right? And we kind of had the same thing back here, right, where we actually formed that swing failure pattern of the high, and then we got that bigger pullback, right? So for me right now, this is kind of what I'm viewing. Okay, I'm viewing this as, okay, if we come back down to range low and we lose this, I would expect much, much lower prices here. Okay, that's where I get, bearish on Bitcoin. Right now, I'm a little bit neutral. Okay, because, like me and Damien were talking about yesterday in the live stream, it's a little bit 50-50 on where price is going to go, because there's no clear, the market's just very uncertain at this moment in time. There's no clear direction on where price wants to go. So, there's a 50% chance we go up, 50% chance we go down. Okay, and this is why I like the position that I am currently in at this moment in time, where I am in both a long trade and a short trade. Okay, meaning that I can profit off of either direction. Okay, and yeah, that's a really, really beneficial place to be when the market is so uncertain like this, right? When the market is so uncertain like this, it is really in that position. Okay, so like I said, right, if we come down and we lose this, I would expect lower prices, and I would to be for 51,700 approximately. Okay, 51,700. However, okay, if we do see price actually, because remember, right now we are in this bullish market structure here. Right, we do have this bullish market structure because price is starting to rise. So if we do come up and break this high here, right, I do think, okay, we could actually go higher from here and break out, because remember, what are we going back to, right? And we can take a look at this on XO charts, right? Let's just make sure we're up to date. Let's zoom out so it's easier to see. Okay, what we understand, okay, is that a lot of short trades came in at these levels here, between like 50, even like 58 to all the way to like 61,000. We had quite a lot of short trades opening up, right? We had like 65, let's call it 65 million new short trades opening up. So if we can see price get back to that level, okay, because here we've come up to the level, but we're rejected off it, right? But if we can get back up to that level, okay, and we can get above that level, then we will know that there are a lot of short trades, okay, from back here, okay, that are underwater. If they are underwater, if they are, emotional, okay, they will probably be forced to cover, which obviously is them buying back into the market, and then we'll get that short squeeze, and then we will see price move much higher. Okay, so right now we are in this bullish market structure, and I do think that if we can get those long trades to push into where the shorts are, we can then get that short squeeze to higher prices. Okay, and then this long trade, right, can continue to pay us, right? That long trade can continue to pay us, and I will get stopped out of the short at entry, because remember, I moved the stop loss to entry after taking profits. Okay, so this is kind of something that I'm viewing at this moment in time. If we can remain in this bullish market structure and we can get into where those shorts, where those shorts are sat, then of course, right, we can be looking for higher prices. However, if we do come down, we lose this, I would be looking for much lower prices. Okay, so for me right now, again, it's just very uncertain. Right, the market is very, very uncertain. Okay, yes, we formed this failed auction. Right, yes, we've got this slight sign of strength. Right, but we also understand. Right, we're forming this kind of like bear flag that we formed back here, move down. Okay, so we could be doing the exact same thing where we form this kind of like bear flag pattern here, right? We break down and we go to lower prices. Okay, so this is something that we do have to be aware of, because we've bear flagged down, bear flagged. Okay, are we going to go down here? Okay, or are we going to see price continue to move much higher? Right, and I've spoken about this quite a lot now on the broader time frame, right? That we could see something similar to what we saw back in 2021. Right, I've spoken about this a lot, and I don't think, right, if we are seeing something similar to what we saw in 2021, I don't think this dump, all this pullback is over whatsoever. Okay, I do still think we could go to possibly $43,000 before then going up to a new all-time high. This is kind of what I'm viewing at this moment in time, and mainly due to the fact that, of course, we had this huge bull market in 2020 and 2021, whilst the stock market was continuously making new all-time highs and continuously moving up, right? Then we reached the all-time high on Bitcoin. Okay, well, yeah, consecutive all-time highs, but then we made the all-time high just under $65,000, and then we saw this big correction, right? And this big correction was actually a 56%, pullback, was it? Yeah, 56 pullback, okay, before then seeing a new all-time high after that, right? And on this pullback, what was the stock market doing? Well, the stock market was continuing to rise on that pullback, okay, here. The stock market was continuing to rise, okay? Then, right, as that stock market continued to rise, Bitcoin then started to rise again and then made a new all-time high. So the stock market was continuously making new all-time highs and continuously rising, even whilst Bitcoin was pulling back. And then eventually Bitcoin caught up, okay, and then made a new all-time high again. And then, of course, we had the bear market, which actually started for Bitcoin in November, and on the stock market that actually started at the start of 2022, so in January, literally like the 1st of January, pretty much. So yeah, pretty close confluence. Okay, they are in close confluence, and as of right now, we are kind of seeing that same thing play out where Bitcoin has been rising. Okay, Bitcoin's had this really nice rise. The stock market has had this really nice rise, okay? And it's still continuing to have this nice rise with consecutive all-time highs, just all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. But now Bitcoin is pulling back, right? And the stock market is continuing to rise, right? The stock market is continuing to rise. So what I'm viewing is if this stock market continues to rise, right, continues to make higher highs, okay, and continues to make new all-time highs, whilst Bitcoin pulls back, I would be looking, okay, for another new all-time high on Bitcoin. I don't see why we couldn't see a new all-time high on Bitcoin, right? So this pullback for me is just a long the dip, buy the dip opportunity, okay? And if if we come down to like $43,000, stock market is continuing to rise and continuing to make new all-time highs, I would be pretty confident on Bitcoin making a new all-time high this year as well. If not this year, start of next year. Okay, but I do still think it could be this year. Okay, but yeah, we could be looking maybe early next year. We'll have to see how long it takes to play out. But I would still think, yeah, probably this year. So for me, yeah, it's just remaining patient, okay, and waiting to see. Right now is a very crucial level. Okay, again, if we lose this, right, because remember this bear flag that we are in, if we lose this bear flag, right, we're probably going down to much lower prices. Okay, where we can be actually looking for long trades down there, of course. Okay, right now I am in a short trade, so if we do pull back from where we are now, okay, I can take advantage of that, of course. But of course, we may not see this bear flag play out, right? We may actually see the failed auction play out, and if that plays out, of course, I am prepared for this. I am prepared for this as well because, yeah, as you know, I am also in this long trade here as well. So that's kind of my view at this moment in time. I think, what I'm going to do is a Friday. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to get into too much because, yeah, this week I have spoken a lot. Okay, we've spoken a lot in depth about everything that is going on at this moment in time. So yeah, I think I'll make this a little bit more relaxed, and I will just leave this here. Leave it a little bit shorter, okay, because it is a Friday, and yeah. We have spoken a lot about what is going on, and nothing much has nothing much has changed whatsoever. So I will leave it there. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody that has been watching. Yeah, just wanted to make this nice and short because I understand that yeah, I don't want to repeat myself too many times, okay? Because yeah, we have spoken about all of this already, okay? But yeah, remember we do have this bear flag pattern here. So if we do lose this, I do think lower prices could come. Okay, but remember, this is a retail pattern. Okay, so we could also see like maybe some sort of fake out, right? And I will quickly go over the. Daily market update from this morning because this was the long trade that I was actually looking for this morning, right? Where are we? So this, let's make sure. So this was the long trade that I was looking for this morning. We never actually saw it play out, okay, because we didn't actually come deep enough, right? But yeah, we'll quickly go over this before I do go, okay. But yeah, initially we were looking at, and this is really annoying because I had the analysis up this morning and now it's disappeared. It's really frustrating. I don't know why that has disappeared. But initially, right, we were looking at price. Let's just pull up the naked point of control. Okay, we were looking at price coming into this naked point of control at 55,725. Okay, we were also looking for price to possibly fake out this this range low, okay, to come into that GP 786, and of course we did have actually absorption into that level as well. So we do have some nice absorption coming in. Let's go over to that 1 hour time frame. So we do have some nice absorption coming in. So the long trade for me that I was looking for this morning, and of course I was talking about with the team in the daily market update, is that I want to see price come in, okay, fake out this range low, okay, into that GP 786 onto the naked point of control. The absorption was there, right? So this was the long trade that I was looking for this morning. Unfortunately, we didn't see price come down enough. Okay, we didn't come down to that naked point of control where I was looking for that long trade, and we now are starting to see price rise. But yeah, that's kind of a setup that, to be honest with you, I would still class as a valid setup right now. So if we did pull back into that area, I would still be interested in longing that. But remember, we are Friday. Okay, we are Friday afternoon now, and yeah, volatility is most likely going to drop off. Volatility over the course of the weekend is probably going to be non-existent, and then yeah, Sunday afternoon and yeah, Monday, early Monday morning. That's when we can kind of expect the volatility to once again kick back into the market, right? So yeah, this is where I'm sat in the market right now. I'm just remaining patient. Okay, of course I'm in my long trade from the range low. We are also in that short trade as well, which was of course which was given to the team in the daily market update. Right, this is the short trade that I took. Okay, I've taken some profit off that trade. I've moved that stop loss to entry. So yeah, that's currently where I'm sat in the market. And right now, because the market is very uncertain, I'm just remaining patient and waiting for either price to rise, so I can take advantage of it with this long trade. Okay, or are we going to see price dump? Okay, so I can take advantage of it with that short trade that I have in. Of course, if we do see price start to rise, I will get stopped out of this short trade at entry, because as you can see here, TP1 on the short and stop loss is at entry. So it is now a completely free trade. It's a completely risk-free trade. So it is a really nice position to be in. So yeah, again, I will leave that there. Okay, keep it nice and short. I don't want to repeat myself because I understand we've gone into a lot of detail with things over the course of this week. And yeah, I don't want to repeat myself. So we'll keep it nice and short. I will leave it there. So of course, I will be back Monday for the live stream. The first live stream for next week will be on Monday, of course. But other than that, if you want access to the Visionary Discord, where I give all of my trades away, and of course you get access to the daily market updates as well and the education, then that's the first link in the description. And then second link in the description is for that free Discord as well. So yeah, make sure you get access to that free Discord. And then of course there is the Visionary Discord there as well if you want that. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you have a lovely weekend. England are playing on the Sunday, so yeah, that's kind of what I will be doing on the Sunday. So yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I will see you back on Monday. And for any Visionary members, of course, I will see you on Sunday for the week 29 preparation. I think week 29 preparation. I think it is, yeah. So have a lovely day, guys. Have a lovely weekend. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button before you go, and I will see you on Monday.